Hello and welcome back to the GameSpot stage here at E3 2013, Stage 2, where we've got all the best games. Battlefield 4 coming up, we had Skylanders earlier today. Skylanders? I've never even heard of that, John Vignacchi, have you?
Yes, I have heard of that.
Have
it's
you?
A great game.
But you're here to show your game, which has absolutely nothing to do with that. Disney Infinity. Also, Matt's here. You're going to be driving this experience.
Yes, I am.
You guys bought a bunch of characters.
Yeah,
Boom.
all the toys.
Boom.
Our toys. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the Lone Ranger playset.
Is that all of, I believe that's all of...
That's all. These are
that's
all the
coming
launch.
at launch.
It's everything.
That's
At
everything.
launch.
So we got Pirates of the Caribbean, we got Monsters Inc.,
University, Cars, Incredibles, Lone Ranger.
Pirates.
Lone Ranger.
Yep.
That's cutting edge.
Cutting
It's not even out yet.
know.
Look at Tonto, little Johnny Depp action here.
Look at that. This how his little arms are dirty, right? Spare.
That's just because it's been in your pocket for the past couple of hours. Look at that.
This is true.
dirty man.
How's my Johnny Depp? It's the first time I've grown a beard. What do you think?
It's
Yeah,
doing. It's doing
have,
okay.
you have stage 2 beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ginger.
You just have to
Gingy.
wait. When you go full third stage, you're fine. I had to do the goatee forever, and it was
Oh,
just
really?
like, yeah. And then I went full beard and
All right,
never
well,
went back.
I haven't committed to any style just yet. But let's check out some of the gameplay here. We got Lone Ranger, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
So the filmmaking team, Gore Verbinski and Jerry Bruckheimer, actually teaming up to deliver this exciting new film. It's coming this summer, actually 4th of July weekend here in the States, and these guys have done an amazing job with the film. It's super exciting. We're really happy to announce this week. Actually, we announced that Lone Ranger will be a part of the Infinity platform. So, like Monsters University, which is also coming out this summer,
Yeah, new one.
this particular playset is available at launch, but will not come in the starter pack. But it will let you pick up Lone Ranger and Tonto. The Lone Ranger playset. So all the different. Let's take a step back before Matt's going through. So, Infinity is primarily broken into two core components on the software side. Hey man,
We're going to stick mic you. Technical difficulties, man. C3 is what it's all about.
I know, right?
Why else would you be
man.
here?
Builds crashing, losing audio and video.
Yeah.
I know. Like it's just been crazy. Anyway, all right. So the deal is this: software side, we've got play sets and we have the toy box.
Yeah.
Sorry for those of you know. For those of you who don't know, that's how the software is kind of structured. Play sets are like their own contained games. They're open world game experiences. About 6 to 7 hours for the average kid to play through it. 10 hours for the completionist. And every one of the play sets inside of Disney Infinity not only is based on a different property, but also brings different mechanics. So the idea is we didn't want to just deliver another cookie cutter level. We actually wanted to deliver new gameplay experiences with each of these play sets.
So you're not just reskinning stuff.
Exactly,
for
because that's not fun at all, and it's not a good value for the gamer either, right? We want kids to be able to grab additional play sets to expand their content, expand the functionality of the game. So, Pirates of the Caribbean, for example, pick that up. You got sword combat. You also have ship combat that comes with that playset. Monsters University is all about pranking and scaring. Now, Lone Ranger is a little bit different. So, Lone Rangers actually has a lot to do with this ricochet mechanic that we've made.
Okay.
So, the Lone Ranger, as the legend goes, right? He doesn't necessarily really hurt people, but what he does is disarm them.
shoots the
Okay,
gun out of
he's
their
like the
hand. That's how
Batman of. He's like the Batman of. No, you don't. That's all you, boy. Yeah.
When I take this headgear
It's
off,
oh, absolutely.
it feels like I'm 12.
You know how much I'd love to be able to take my
tension
head
right here,
yeah,
man.
It's great. It's like braces.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The other way
Right.
around.
Anyway,
I was actually wondering how you guys were going to get around the idea of having shooting in a video game that's basically supposed to be an E for everyone.
So what's fun is that Infinity is all about virtual toys. So everything inside of the game, they're not the characters themselves, they're the toy versions of those characters.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And
So you may have
that's-
saw they were breaking apart when I was shooting them and
Yeah.
using the ricochet mechanic. So just like when you were a kid, you played too much with a toy, breaks.
Yeah.
So
And so even all the different weapons in the game, like pop caps and like that kind of stuff. So it's kind of fun in that way to reimagine his toys. So anyway, Matt's right now in downtown Colby. The Evil Cavendish Gang, which you'll get to know this summer if you get to see the film, is causing havoc. Now, one thing that's important to mention right now, just while we're taking a quick look at it, is that inside of Infinity, every one of the play sets also features an original story. So the whole idea of go see the movie, not play the game, we want to go see the movie and then let's experience new content, new adventures with these characters that you just got to know inside of this world. So this one, so Ricochet we talk a lot about, or you're going to play a lot. There's also tons of mounts inside of this particular playset, which is a lot of fun. So there's like horses and donkeys and even some other ones that I almost announced and managed to hold myself back.
Nearly.
But then,
don't worry, I'll get something out of you by the end of this.
I know. It's there's a 90% chance I'm going to say something I shouldn't. Anyway, so the other thing inside this playset, there's also a lot about trains. And so you're going to see trains, you're going to get a train, you're going to protect the train, and you're also going to use that to traverse around the different areas of the playset. So like all of the Infinity playsets, Lone Ranger is a open world gameplay experience. It was funny, we've been testing it for a long time. And in one of our latest playtest sessions that we did with kids, this kid turned around and he's like, this is like Red Dead Redemption, but my mom's going to let me play it.
Literally, I was sitting behind the mirror just going, yes! So
yeah, it's really, really fun. And what's cool is that it's testing off the charts, right? Like, kids don't know anything about this new film yet, but the gameplay mechanics and the experience, cowboys, Indians, trains, Old West. Who knew? But yeah.
So when are you launching? When is this?
So August 18th, we're gonna go and we're gonna launch Infinity. We're gonna do a midnight launch at select retailers.
All the kids are gonna line up at midnight outside the local GameStops.
But it'll be really, really cool.
Awesome.
And then like the following Tuesday, I go worldwide or in the States on Tuesday. It's gonna go to a bunch of retailers, and then Thursday it goes worldwide.
Cool.
So we're localized in over 15 different languages. I know everyone's like, oh, who cares? But what's important is that, it's important, though, to deliver for Disney fans, right? I mean, it is the correct Spanish version of Davy Jones that's in the game, and they're all voiced.
Yeah.
So it is the correct French version of Francesco. So it's kind of part of our testament. We really want to deliver.
So it's the same voice actors that are in the theatrical versions of...
Yeah, it's the approved Disney character voice actors, right, for all those different markets.
That's a lot of red tape, I'd say. Is it working with that sort of stuff? Like you gotta...
It's crazy, but one of the really coolest things that we found out with all the Disney voice people is once you are cast as a Disney voice sound-alike, you are that character for the rest of your life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dead serious.
Wait, what?
So, basically, like, for instance, like Mickey Mouse, for example.
Yeah.
Only 3 people have ever been his voice. Ever.
That's weird, man. I don't like that. That's like when you see, like, old
dropping
ladies
knowledge bombs.
It's terrifying. It's like when you see old ladies on, like, soap operas and, they've completely lost their own identity because they walk down to the grocery store and everyone's like, oh, it's Lupa from such and such. It's like, it's not my name. So you guys are launching, so it's August. With what packs how is it being sold? Just
great.
Break it down for people who don't know.
Sorry. So, by the way, so we started talking about, we're meandering here.
Yeah.
We started talking about playsets to get an understanding of what those are. The other part of the software is the toy box mode.
Yeah.
So that toy box mode is lets you create, customize, build your own world. It also has logic toys in there, so if kids want to link different toys together to create elevators or whatever they want, they can do that as well. So in August we're going to launch. We're going to have a starter pack available.
Okay.
In the States, I think it's $74.99. That's our MSRP. That'll come with Jack Sparrow, Mr. Incredible, and Sully. It also comes with this playset piece that you see here. That'll give you access to the Incredibles, Monsters, and Pirates of the Caribbean playsets.
Oh, okay.
So when you put down this particular piece,
it's like
either in the toy
three-sided
box,
die.
yeah, exactly, and it says which playset you want to go to, what do you want to play. So each one of these playsets themselves, all open world, all new and unique mechanics, they actually, it's a lot of value right out the box, just that you get from the playsets. I mean, you likely could spend over 20 hours just inside of the playsets.
Yeah, you're saying it's like 6 to 10 for each individual playset.
Exactly. And then inside the toy box mode, it's totally up to you, what you want to do with it. So it focuses a lot on user-generated content. We'll show you a little bit of that here in a minute. Yeah. But it is, it's super cool, and people are having a blast with it. I mean, it's fun to give these tools to kids and see what they come up with.
We'll have a look at it later on. I've seen some trailers and it looks super interesting. The ability even to connect up these, like, I've seen floating platforms like in space and flat areas. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of that. If anyone watching either on the chat or if they're watching on Twitch want to send messages, you can do so by tweeting me at Danny O'Dwyer, or if you're on the GameSpot page for Stage 2, you can just leave it in the comments and I'll see it there. Some really good usernames here. Check out that guy. Great. Yeah. I'm not going to read that one out.
I can't. Yeah, I would get in trouble with Disney people for reading that username out loud.
I got a couple of questions on my own though. So